All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome back into the stream. Welcome back to the podcast. We are here with podcast number 32. That's exciting. 32 freaking podcasts we've had already, man. That's absolutely kind of crazy if you really think about it. That's nuts. Huh. We've done 32 podcasts. Wow. And it's it's gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be a great episode. We have a lot to talk about. But let's jump right in here. So what's up, Fate? How's it going, man?
I'm not doing too bad, man. Not doing too bad. Just got done watching the Justice League Snyder's cut earlier today. It was pretty good.
It
Really
was
enjoyed
good.
it a lot.
I
Yeah.
have
It was 4 hours long though. I'll say that.
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours and 2 minutes.
Holy nutsacks! That's crazy.
It's definitely way better than how it was for the original movie though.
Wow. Yeah, way better than the original.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to watch it. I haven't watched like a good superhero besides like the Avengers in a very, very like long time. And I'm not really a fan of DC, but Justice heroes are always seem cool. So I should probably give it a shot. But yeah, I think I'll have to check it out. If it's 4 hours, that's a lot of time to dedicate for a movie.
Yeah, it is a long movie for sure.
Sorry, I'm just getting music.
Definitely hope everyone is doing well though today.
Yeah, definitely. I hope everyone's having an awesome Friday Eve. Definitely. I hope it is. I'm very excited that it's Friday, man. It's Friday Eve. Like this week again has just been absolutely nuts. Oh, it's crazy. I can't keep up
Yeah,
anymore.
I bet, especially with how things have been pretty busy for you as of late.
Yeah, it's been nuts at work. It's just been crazy. So it's good to be having the weekend coming up. So I have my kids this weekend, so that'll be fun too. I'm looking totally forward to the weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So let's jump into this. We got some things to talk about. Let's start with the question of the week, though. So the Moar Gaming question of the week was: do you think a green screen is important to have from streaming? And while I understand it's a subjective question, because everyone's view of importance is different, but that's what I was trying to get. Like, what is like everyone's importance to them and what they view as important to streaming. And like, I use a green screen. I happen to like the effects that green screens have. I like to like superimpose myself over the game. It kind of just makes everything look nicer, or even during a podcast, it just makes everything look nice. I really don't have anything interesting to look back behind me either. So I just use a green screen. It's just, I don't know. I like it. So let's start off with this. So we start with, we had, Apple Skulls. He was one of the guys that responded. He said, what is important to streaming? I think it depends on you, your aesthetic, as well as your background. For me, I have a blank wall behind me. I can stick pictures and stuff on my wall, but personally, I prefer the looks I can get with the green screen. So, and he has a very good point there. It really does depend on the streamer and your aesthetics, right? So, then we had Static Arbiter. He says, I don't think a green screen really makes a difference between a good and bad stream. It isn't really necessary. It's a personal choice. I love how my background behind me is set up, and I can work on interesting webcam frames to go with the game being played. So that's actually pretty cool. That's being a little more creative and taking kind of like, oh, I don't have a green screen, but let me take a cool background or frame from my camera and make it into what I like on my make it for the game I'm playing, or how it look aesthetically, or keep it with my theme. Or today I'm playing Final Fantasy 7. I'm gonna have like cool Final Fantasy 7 stuff around the border. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
he definitely does that a lot for like each game that he plays. He makes his own custom borders and stuff, which is
Yeah, I've seen that, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. It lets you be a little more creative too, I guess, that way. And then it's simply Pat. He said, "No, I prefer no green screen, to be honest." So I have many different opinions on what's good and important to a green screen and what's not. Dr. Fate, you said, to be honest, I prefer a green screen over without using it because it gives more space on your stream and makes it look less cluttered overall, especially if it's set up right. But I would say this, though, for podcasts and such, is better without the green screen. I do think, yes, but like I said, I don't have a good background, so I just don't use it. But yeah, for podcasts, it does give like that little more, I guess, ambiance of like a radio setting. Like I could set it up where it's set up. Oh, I don't know why I'm using this, but we could set it up like this, I guess, and make it look like we're in like a radio studio with like everything set up. So I think that'd be cool.
I mean, the others are definitely not wrong though. Like it doesn't it shouldn't matter if you have a green screen or not. You know, they're there to see you. You know,
that's true.
And it shouldn't matter if you have one or not. But to me, I personally like green screens overall because it makes everything look like less cluttered on screen, especially like for when you're playing a game, for example. You don't have to worry about a huge border, you know, like taking over a huge lump sum of the screen and stuff, you know?
Right. That's true.
If that makes sense.
No, that's true. That makes sense. I think you have a point there. And I think I was never a really big fan of the border. I always like the aesthetics of the green screen and a lot of different things you can do with the green screen. Like the border to me is cool, but I just really like the green screen. I like what I can do with it. There are times I don't stream with one. It just depends on how I'm feeling too. I'm like, I don't feel like setting up my lighting, and so I just want to go stream. But lately I've been using it a lot more is because I like the look of it. So, and then we had one more from the Gilded. Stairbender said, "It depends. It's really down to the streamer and what they want their show to be and what they want to show or hide, both in IRL background and in-game scene." That's very true. Like, I feel like it's like with a cam border, like if you're playing an MMORPG, you usually have the chat in the left side. It's actually easy to put your chat, your border, your camera over that to kind of like hide chat. So, you know, maybe just the conversations you don't want chat to see inside your guild chat, whatever you don't want the world to see. Whereas if you're like this, you can sometimes actually see it behind you a little bit. And then you're like, wait, they're talking behind my back because they're on the screen talking behind your back. It's a bad joke. But yeah, so I think it does come down to what it really depends on the streamer. So, but I just wanted to put that question out there because I wanted to hear what everyone else thought about green screens and their opinions on it and what's important to them. So that was a cool little topic of discussion. For the next question of the week, I haven't really thought of it. I had a few things in mind. And the one thing I had in mind was for the question was really related to streaming again. Do you use an Elgato Stream Deck or do you find other software to be more useful than the Elgato? So like other software would be like Touch Portal, which is a pretty actually awesome software. So I'll revise it a little bit, but that's I think we're gonna put out for that for more streaming related I think questions. Because it brings up good topics of conversation. So, but let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this podcast, dude. So what we got first on the docket, dude. So first on the docket, what's up, Danny? Doing good. I think the first on the docket is the Xbox is getting a VR headset. I was actually looking at this the other day. I was like, what? Then you sent me the tweet and I was like, wait, VR headset for Xbox.
Oh, that was for like, you know, the new wireless headset that they have coming out, Well, they have like they just recently came out, like not even a few days ago. Like they had for the Xbox Series X and S.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. The
Yeah, yeah. Somebody was downloading an update for it, and it was saying, if I remember correctly, it had like
oh yeah, right
where
here.
it says VR, you want to download an update for a VR headset or something like that. I was like, huh. So is that like basically a hint of them bringing over, a VR headset here sometime soon?
Possibly. I see what you're talking about. Like it's right here actually. Where it says that the Xbox Wireless head's officially on sale from today, but so far no other users appear to have reporting seeing their VR references. Possible the message could be a mistake, but we contacted Microsoft for clarification. So that's interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what's actually happening. I attracted Christian with comments he made about response. He was perceived as being dismissive of the technology called VR, relatively a niche and isolating format, does not fit with the vision of gaming as a communal pastime. So I have to agree with that. Like VR is cool, but it's not like, unless I can do like VR like Ready Player One, which I think they're still a few years off from that. Yeah, not even though. Well, we have augmented reality. Augmented reality works really good, but it's more like you play Pokemon Go, that's augmented reality. You play Jurassic, whatever freaking on the phone, that's augmented reality. Amazon, when you're buying products from them, that's augmented reality. Which is actually pretty cool. But like Ready Player One was like VR and augmented reality all thrown together, and it worked really awesome. And I don't think we're anywhere near that for VR headsets. Like nowhere near that. Like you put on a VR headset and you're just walking through a corridor, and on top of that, you don't have a lot of mainstream games pushing out VR games. It's always like these indie developers. You don't see like Battlefields. You don't see like Dark Souls or things like that using VR. You know, I think it's a cool concept, but I think we're still very far off from becoming actually a mainstream. I really think it is a niche type gaming. So
yeah, this is basically the way that I'm looking at it right now, because I showed you something a little bit ago. PlayStation, it has unveiled, their whole new VR that they have coming out really soon for PlayStation 5. So what if they're holding off right now to compete with the PlayStation 5 VR?
Possibly. I mean, I think they could be. They very well could be. Like to hold off and then be like, boom, hey, here you go. We're gonna compete with you. But the play even PlayStation VR, like I think it's cool. There's some, but not every single. It like Sony makes it available to developers, but then the developers have to choose to develop in that. And I think there are some developers. Usually, you see Sony first party developers do it because it's first party. They know how to use the software. They can do it. And you have some third party games, but that can be, but they're never like anything that's taking off or so. Oh my god, awesome! You see about it, it's hyped, and then you never hear about it again. It just disappears into like the void. While I think VR is a very cool concept, but I don't think it's really for mainstream gaming. And I think like this guy said, oh my gosh, Phil Spencer said it's really a niche gaming. I'll be very surprised if it ever does become like a mainstream gaming. But yeah, they could be competing. So I guess we'll see what happens when they release it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be really interesting if it happens. But I definitely totally agree with you. I definitely think we're a bit far off from seeing the full potential for VR or augmented reality and stuff like that. I definitely think it would be probably around 8 years, if not maybe a little longer than that, to get like the full potential of it.
Yep, I think so. I think Gary Vee said like 2 years ago it's going to take 10 years for VR to get where it really needs to be. And he said we're just still in the beta testing phases. And I kind of agree with him, because if you look at all the stuff that's out there for VR, it's like, oh, cool. It's made some advancements, but I'm like, I still feel like VR is where it was like 5 years ago. Like they have better, it has better resolution, better graphics, it's better responsive, but I'm like, I still haven't seen anything that's like, oh, cool, I'm gonna drop $200 on a VR headset when I can go buy something for $200 and be worth more than a VR headset. So I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's still kind of gimmicky. I think a lot of people kind of accept it, but I find it to be a very gimmicky part of gaming right now. What's up, Crackshot? Welcome in, man. How's it going, dude? What's up, Rob? So, in other news, there was a Dying Light 2 announcement. That was exciting. I don't know who saw that or didn't see it, but we're going to bring it up to watch it.
I thought that was funny.
I thought it was something that was cool. They didn't have to do any of that. And like people were getting so cranky about it. This is all you gave us after waiting so long. I'm like, dude, yo, they didn't have to give you anything. And they actually gave you something. Like, stop being entitled jerk off and just chill out and be grateful for what you received. Because you could have gotten nothing. So let me pause Spotify. Spotify, what the hell is Spotify? Let me pause Spotify. There we go. I thought you'd be able to now get.
How's everyone in chat doing today, though? Definitely hope everyone's having a good day.
There we go. Now I can pause it that way. All right, let's bring this up. This is the Dying Light 2 update from yesterday, actually. Let's bring this up and watch it really quick.
Okay. Don't get me wrong, I love Dying Light, but it's time for Dying Light 2. Stop f***ing us around. When?
I want to play the Dying Light 2. When would it be on sale? I want to play it right away.
It's probably gonna have the same fate as Dead Island 2 and never come out, unfortunately.
Hello, Dying Light Studio. I hope everything is doing okay, but I'm really worried about the game. I hope it's not cancelled or something.
What the f*** do the f***ing Dying Light 2? F***. Stop do the f***ing DLCs. F word.
This is bullshit. Release Dying Light 2 or give a fucking demo, god damn it.
You're pretty angry.
We understand you are curious about the game because you want Dying Light 2 to be good as you have imagined. And maybe you are even a little impatient because you have waited a long time for any news and updates.
This is a huge and complex project, and we needed time to make sure it will live up to our vision. All of us here are putting our hearts into delivering a game that you will keep playing for months. We will be ready to start talking about Dying Light 2 very, very soon.
The whole team needs your trust and support, as this is what motivates us, especially now when the circumstances are hard for everyone. We are proud of having such devoted fans as you, no matter how you express your feelings. And just for you, here's a small snippet of what's coming. Please, stay with us just a bit longer and stay safe. Thank you.
Yes.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I don't like zombie games anymore, but this looks dope.
Looks a lot more than just zombies, though, which is a good thing.
Oh, it does. It's
Right now, you can go to our Discord and find a special DL2 question channel with a form that will let you send questions directly to us, to DevTeam. We will answer all of them in the form of a series of short Ask Me Anything movies.
very cool. I'm looking forward to that for sure. I'm not a big fan of like whatchamacallit games really anymore, zombie games, but Dying Light 2 is always more than just a zombie game. It was first person shooter, zombies with survival elements and RPG on top of it. which is very cool.
Parkour, man.
And parkour, yes, the parkour was always very, very cool. Very enjoyable. Cat, get down. Sorry, come on. Up there, wrecking everything. Get down. No, you're ruining everything. Oh my gosh. My cat is legit on my microwave, trying to get on top of my thing. Hey, I'll get her because she's gonna break some. I'm sorry, chat. 1 second. Get down. Can't be up here. Wrecking everything. Oh, we'll do something else. Crazy ass cat. Oh my god, she was legit trying to get on top of my refrigerator. No. That was new. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah. I think it's gonna be good, dude. And the fact that it's multiplayer was always, or cooperative was always cool. I love that. So that's gonna be something fun to add in to play some games with.
Another thing I really enjoyed about Dying Light is like it gave the option of letting people invade your game. Like,
oh yeah,
see like one of the creatures come in and they like invade you and take you down and stuff. I actually thought that added like a creep, like I wouldn't say like how what type of vibe. I just thought it was really cool that that they added something like that in, because it actually it adds more of like an extra scare factor to it because you're not expecting it.
Yep. Yeah, I was playing Dying Light. I was playing Dying Light a few months ago on stream, and it was I remember running through, and I was like, "Wait, what's happening? What is happening? I'm being invaded. What do you mean being invaded?" And you guys just get randomly attacked by someone who comes in as the actual zombie and just rips you apart. It was a lot of fun. It definitely added a whole different element to the game, because it's like you're being invaded while you're still trying to play the game. So you're trying to it's actually very neat, and it added a whole different gameplay element to it. So it was very cool. I did enjoy that. But yeah, so I guess we'll look. We'll be keeping tabs on the Dying Light 2 news. We'll be tweeting stuff out about it, and we'll cover some news here about it. I know there's a lot of hype around the game. So, but we'll keep everyone up to date on what's actually coming down with it. So hopefully we'll have, they said 2021. So maybe in the next like couple weeks to a month or so, we'll see something. I don't know. It could be 2 more months. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll see something soon though, in terms of news. So stay tuned on Dying Light 2 announcements, everyone. We're excited. Let's get to the big news, man. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying I'm definitely waiting for that in Dead Island 2, because from what, if I remember correctly, for Dead Island 2, it's supposed to be an 8-player co-op game.
That'd be cool. Dead Island was neat. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it was cool. I think Dying Light's better than Dead Island, but it was cool. Dead Island felt like a upgraded version of like Left 4 Dead. Like just like, I don't know. Dead Island didn't do much for me. But it was cool. I think with 8 people it'd be neat. So, here's some big news, if you didn't know about it. Outriders has been officially announced. It'll be on Game Pass. So, not only do People Can Fly delay the game through time, which is to make sure the game is going to be cream of the crop, mic drop. They also turned around and said, yo, we're going to give you a demo with a bunch of cool stuff to do in. And because we're so confident in our game, instead of you having to buy it, yo, we're going to put it on Game Pass. So if you have it on Xbox or PC or even Android, yo, go play the game. Go play the game. That to me was just absolutely so chill for People Can Fly can do and Square Enix to do. Like, they are so confident in their game, it's ending up on Game Pass. That's sick. Like, that's, in my opinion, I feel like these devs, the People Can Fly devs, are setting just huge standards for current developers and new developers to follow. You know, delaying games to make sure the game is pristine and polished. Giving demos to their fans to really try it and make sure it's make sure it's something they really want to delve into and buy. Putting their games on Game Pass, like that's what Game Pass is about. Like, you know, I really don't want to spend $60 about it. On it, I'd pay, $10 a month or $15 a month for Game Pass. I wish it was on there so I could really see if I really like it before I do decide to go actually drop $60 and support the developer. So they're really giving many options to the player and to the fans that follow their games to say, yeah, we want you to make sure it's something you want to invest in because we're understanding that gaming, $60. People say $60 is not a lot of money. Maybe for you, it's not. Someone who has $60 that they're saving to spend on something else or are in hard times, $60 is actually a lot of money. So how you see things, one person doesn't see things is very important. And for someone to turn around and say, hey, I want to just go ahead and try the game before I buy it to say if I really like it. So I think this is a big standing. I think this is kind of like bringing a big step back to just old school gaming. This is what I think. Like, try it before you buy it. So, I guess we'll see what happens. I hope it's I hope it's. I mean, the demo's been received well. What we saw was like 2 million demo downloads. We saw, right? Fate.
Oh, it's way more than that now.
It's now more than that now. But the last time I saw it was like 2 million downloads. This is crazy. So now it's like it's over that now, which is crazy. Which is very exciting too, because the game is cool. I mean, from a shooter looter, as right now from the demo, all you can really tell is that it just feels like a basic shooter looter with some kick-ass abilities thrown on top of it. I can't wait to grind endgame. Like, I'm looking forward to endgame. And if you know me, I love a good looter. I love and hate RNG all at the same time, and I like chasing gear. And I like doing builds. I love doing builds. Like, builds are my thing. Like, I just love to theory craft and build crazy, stupid builds that just are ridiculously overpowered, and you just plow through everything. So I think Outriders at the end game is gonna be really dope for that, and I'm really hoping that's gonna be fun. I mean, the game right now, the demo's great. And like most shooter looters in the very beginning, it's not like meh, but the gear is actually very interesting in the very beginning. There's to get really cool gear that actually kind of like is useful. Where you play games like this is so useless, and the gear doesn't get good until end game. Where this is actually very different, where they're going to actually give you gear that's actually useful. And the whole crafting behind it, you'll be able to craft at once the game actually opens up on what day is that? The 1st? It's a Thursday, right? What day is the 1st? I think it's a Thursday, which I may not.
It's on a Thursday, yep.
Yeah, which I may not even be around for the launch. I think I had plans pop up with my girlfriend. So we're actually going out. That's exciting, right? Like, we're going out to a bar. I haven't been out in a bar for a year. So that should be fun. I'm vaccinated. I'm gonna have a mask, and we're gonna sit in our own little corner, and we're sending off one of her employees. So it'll be nice. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it'll be good. So talking about Game Pass, Octopath Traveler, which was a Nintendo exclusive, which then got released over to PC, is now on Game Pass. So if you're looking for something to fill all your JRPG needs, Octopath Traveler is actually a very good game for JRPG. I haven't played it. I just hear extremely good things about it. I actually own the game. I haven't touched any other game since I bought Nioh 2 on February 5th, and that's all I've been playing for the last 300 hours. And it's not even 2 months, and I have almost 200 hours in that game. Someone save me. Stop me. Just save me. So, but it's Octopath Traveler looks really cool. So if you're looking for a JRPG and you don't want to buy it, I think it came out it's out already, or is it coming out? I don't remember. I remember seeing the article. I think it's out already.
It's out already.
I think it is. Octopath Traveler Game Pass. I think it is out already. Coming soon. 2 days ago.
Okay.
There's a lot. Nier Automata, by the way, is coming out March 18th. Oh, that's today. I don't even know what day it is. Oh God. Okay, March 25th. It's on. So a few days. What is that? That's next week, next Thursday. Oh wow, I'm also going out to a cigar bar with my cousin next Thursday. So I went out 2 weeks in a row. Look at that. I feel so freaking accomplished. I'll be back for that day. I'll be back though for my stream. I'll be back. I'll start probably like an hour late, but I'll be there for my stream.
Interesting. Undertale's also going to Game Pass as well.
Yup. Yeah. That's gonna be cool. It's going to be very nice. I love the fact that they did this, and I think that Game Pass is just sick, man. And the fact that you can bring it on to like they have a PC Game Pass as well. It's just awesome. And then EA Play is going to be EA Play is going to be on Game Pass as well.
Yep.
Which is that's huge too. Like and that means like all the EA games that you can get that they offer through EA Play, you can now get through Game Pass, which is just a plethora of just good, back when EA was decent, and some good games you can just go back and revisit, like the Mass Effect series, the Dragon Age series. What else did they have? I don't know. The Battlefield 3, I don't know, maybe Bad Company. It was just awesome stuff that was on,
Before they got rid of them.
No, bored Dead Space. That was a great game.
I hope they make a comeback, to be honest.
I hope so too. Dead Space was so great, man. So, but some good stuff happening in Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, make sure to go check it out. Here's the article of all the different, what the hell's on here? All the different games that are coming out this month on Game Pass. If you want to check it out. There's a lot. I'll actually ram them off so people who are listening can hear. So we have Undertale, who came out on March 16th. Empire of Sin, which came out today, March 18th. Nier Automata is on Game Pass for the PC today, March 18th. Star Wars Squadrons through EA Play, which is today, March 18th, is available. Torchlight 3 on Game Pass PC, March 18th is available. Genesis Noir is available March 25th. Octopath Traveler is available March 25th. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition on PC Game Pass is available March 25th. Supraland, I never even heard of that game. March 25th. It's a Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, available on Cloud Console and PC Game Pass March 25th. Narita Boy, March 30th. And Outriders, Cloud and Console, April 1st. That's sick. Like that to me, the fact that Outriders is going on to Game Pass day one is just ridiculous to me. Like, it's not like, oh, it will be there in like a year later. No, it's there day one. That's just amazing to me. Like, good on you, people. So people can fly. So very cool.
Yeah, that really caught me off guard when that happened. Like, I was not
Same here.
expecting that at all.
No, you said that. I was like, what? And then you sent me. I was like, oh shit, it's real.
Yeah, I thought it was a rumor at first. Well, it was a rumor at first, and then, like, not even like what I think a couple hours after I sent that first link to you, it was like 100% real.
Yeah, people can fly. I wouldn't want to say people soft, like from soft, but people can fly. Yeah, confirmed it pretty quickly. It's like, let's nip this in the bud. Yes, it is coming to Game Pass. So that's cool. I'm excited for that, man.
This is definitely basically it's basically like Netflix on steroids, basically. Because
it
you
is.
can play it on mobile, you can play it on PC, you can play it on the console, and
yep.
It's definitely well worth it overall.
It is. I use it for like games. I'm like it's what 50. I think I pay $15 a month for the ultimate. And it's great because it gives you some good perks, and you can try a lot of the games that you may not want to buy. It's like, I'm not really sure about the game. You go download it, play it, and like, nope, don't want it. Which is nice. I do think, like, though, it does fall into the aspect of, like, if you're actually playing the game consistently, and you're starting to drop like over 20 hours and 30 hours into the game, you just you're better off buying the game instead of sitting there and letting it and paying for it like 3 times over. because you $15 a month, $15 a month, $15. By the time you pay like $7.50, you've bought the game like 2 or 3 times. Like at that point, just go buy the game. What's up, Sal? So that's why I feel like Game Pass is cool, but it's like watching the movie like 10 times over. It's like, dude, like if you watch a movie 4 times, dude, go buy the movie. Like you've bought it how many times now by watching it? Like just go buy the game. So I think cloud gaming is cool, but in the same aspect, when you're paying monthly for something and you're starting to drop 30, 40 hours into a game, just go buy the game because you're going to end up buying the game how many times? So that's my take on it. Like I look at Game Pass as cool. I can't afford that right now, but I can afford something monthly that or however they do their tiers. Like I can afford, like $50 every other whatever month, but I can't spend $60 up front. So I can play this game for a little bit, and then when I can actually afford it, I'll go buy it and then won't have to use Game Pass anymore. I like to use Game Pass for demoing the game. Is that game really gonna be worth me spending $60 on? We'll try it out for like 2 hours. Nope, never will play this game. Don't like it. Or be like, oh my God, this game's amazing. Yup, go buy it. So I think 60 for the year is what Xbox Live. I don't know. Let's look up their tiers so we can just get the right information out. Game Pass tiers. I think that might be right. So
it's expensive for the full year.
I think I pay for Ultimate. So Ultimate, you start out for $1 and then it's $15 a month. You also get Gold, Xbox Gold, which is $10 an extra month. That includes that whole game. You also can just do PC, which is $9 a month, or console, which is just $9 a month. The PC one, the $9 one for PC also includes ePlay, and same with the $14.99 one a month. It also includes EA Play. So it's pretty cool. I don't think anything yearly though. Here we go. Get Xbox Series S plus 24 months. So it looks like at 24 months is $24.99 a month. That can't be right. It's like $1 a freaking month.
1 second. I think I have it here. One momento. Because for 3 months it's $44.
Oh, here you go. For 24 months. Oh, wait. So you can finance your Xbox consoles. That's ridiculous. Okay. I don't recommend doing that, but okay. If you really need one, I guess do it, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd recommend saving and just buying it. Because $24 a month. How much is an Xbox?
1 second.
Like, how much is an Xbox Series X? I'm sorry, I can't.
450, maybe 500.
Okay, so what's
Let me see. Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm trying to look for right now is the
you're-
prices and stuff for it.
you're paying so in a year you're almost paying $300 for that. You're just better off buying the console, dude. Because in a year you would almost paid for it.
Yeah, for 3 months. Guess how much it is?
What?
Almost $50.
For the Game Pass? Wait, I'm confused. What's almost $50?
For the ultimate 3-month membership.
Oh, $50. $50 a month. Okay. That makes sense. I think that's what I pay for.
50 for 3 months.
Yeah, I think that's what I pay.
I mean, if you think about it, it really makes sense for it to be around that much because you're paying for gold, you're paying for the other passes and stuff that goes along with Ultimate, and you also get Game Pass and stuff as well.
That's true. No, that's worth it because I think I pay for the $50 ones for 3 months. I never see a monthly payment of $14.99 on my thing. I have to look at I pay for way too much monthly shit. I have to just call it back and be like, peace. So it comes to Ultimate Tier, it comes to $144 a year. Speaking of, would you like 3 months of Game Pass? I have 3 months of Game Pass. I don't need it. Maybe someone else needs it. I have Game Pass. I usually demo games every now and then. I'm like, let me go check this game out. But if someone else needs it, but either way, even if you pay for any of these, the Game Pass is a great little thing to have because you can really just demo games at that point. I do say, like, if you're gonna stop dropping the big hours into a game, I would definitely just buy the game at that point. Like, you're gonna save yourself more money in the end. So, Xbox Game Pass is just awesome. So, cool stuff, dudes. What else we got coming up, man? That was Game Pass. Oh, we got this whole new mech shooter.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
All right. This looks cool. It's called Galahad 3093. I haven't seen a good mech shooter. And it actually opens up beta tomorrow. Let's take a look at the trailer here. Let's check it out. I'm not liking the graphics. The fuck was that? That was it? It was a 30-second tease. Okay. What is this? Galahad Knight revealed Arthur. Let's check that out. Let's just check this out. Like, this is a knight, I guess. This is one of the mechs you can use.
King from the north has been steadily amassing a formidable lance legion, a master of tactics and a charismatic leader. Few match Arthur on the
So,
comes a new mastery of ancient
this is
long lost to history. These days, there are few who dare stand against his reign, at least for long.
May light from heaven bathe our enemies in judgment.
Arthur's passive ability is Mark of the King. When Arthur pings enemies on the battlefield, they become marked and will take extra damage from all allied attacks for a brief period of time. Teams that coordinate their attacks behind Arthur's keen leadership will have a tremendous advantage, and their targeted attacks can make quick work of any adversary. No knight stands brave against Arthur's
this is future state.
The long forgotten low-Earth orbital ion cannon, which Arthur now controls, can rain high-energy particle blasts from space with pinpoint precision. Excalibur can be employed both offensively to dislodge an entrenched enemy position, or defensively to hold strategic strongpoints from enemy occupation.
So this is King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, just like in the future. As actually, I thought Galahad sounded from like Galahad. Does that sound familiar? I probably won't be around tomorrow or mostly this weekend. I have my kids all weekend. I'm usually not on gaming at all. Oh. My kids own my computer when they're here. For the 3 days that they're here. All good, man. Oh, not sorry. I don't mind it. It's just, but they own my computer. Oh, man. I just realized this fucking stupid ass freaking real music going on, and I don't want to get DCM made. You gotta mute that. It looks cool. Is it? I think this is very PvP focused though, isn't it? Right? If I recall.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Very, and that's, I don't get into PvP games. Like, it's cool. It looks great. I was hoping for more like a oh sorry, I hit the, well, it was done anyway. Oh no, it wasn't done. I wanted to see, but yeah, it looks PvP. This is like Call of Duty in mech form. I'll probably eventually try it out, but I don't get into, I don't like competitive gaming at all.
I used to always love playing MechWarrior and, you know, Chrome Hounds and games like that, especially like Mech Assault as well. Mech Assault was one of my favorite
Mech Assault was good.
besides
Wow.
Armored Core. Besides
Armor Core is great too. Yeah. No, I was hoping this was gonna be like I was hoping this would be like a first, like a PVE co-op type game with like maybe a PvP section, but it looks very PvP focused. I'm not into competitive gaming whatsoever at all. Like I find no joy in it. Like I have no aspirations to get good at PvP gaming at all. And that's why I don't play Fortnites or PUBGs or anything that's PvP related, because I just have no care or aspirations to actually get good at the game. Like the only ones I'll get like good, like if it's PvP related, would be is this rebooting itself? Oh, would be that's possible. I don't know. I didn't fully read. I started reading the article last night, and then I think I fell asleep while reading it. I was tired. We were up talking for a little bit, Sal. And then I was just like, I go to bed. It was 1:30 because I was playing Nioh 2, falling asleep at my desk. I was like, oh, I gotta read this article for the podcast. And I started to, and the next thing you know, my phone fell on my face, and that hurt. Like, you're like texting like this, and you just kind of go. I was like, ah. It wasn't fun. That's true. I mean, it looks very cool. If they add a PvE side of it and like a co-op side of it, yeah, I'll be down to play. But I really have no interest in PvP at all.
One game I definitely want to see come back is Chrome Hounds. That was by far one of my favorite
Dude.
single player / multiplayer games for mech games. Like
No. Yeah, that was really good. I 100% agree. I played it. That was with the big control too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
Oh wait, you're talking about the one that had like you're talking about the one Xbox game that had like 100 buttons on it, if I remember.
Yes, yeah. I remember that game. What was that? I thought it was Chrome Hounds.
No. That wasn't Chrome Hounds. That was man. One sec. I'm about to look it up right now. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, my buddy what's his name? Oh my gosh. Why am I having a fucking brain fart? Steel Battalion, yes. My buddy Mike. I want to call him by Cecil Bags, but my buddy Mike, he goes Mike at Root online. He plays that. I'm like, dude, that's absolutely crazy. I never played that game. I played Chrome Hounds. I never played Steel Battalion. Steel Battalion was actually very cool to see. I never actually played it. I wish I had more information on here and wish they were going to tell me, like, I don't like sites like this. Sites like this annoy me. Like, give me information. I don't want the images. I don't want to, like, give me information about what your game is. Like, tell me your game.
It's been that long.
Give me
Steel Battalion 1's been
Give
out.
me your game. I want to know about the game. I don't want to know about what is it. Here we go. A beta test for you is why. First of all, you are definitely going to see how the sausage is made. I love sausage. Spicy sauce. It's a spicy Italian sausage. This means things are far from done. Yes, where beta testing happened on Steam, so you need a Steam account. When? How would I rate the game? How do I give feedback? Can we like know what this is? Like, I would love to know what this is. And that's annoying me. I'm sorry, I'm getting frustrated because it's not telling me what type of game it is. Galahad, Aspirix's Hellseer 2 Cyberstrike titles. We actually had begun a workaround on Cyberstrike 3 around the time Hawken made it, but decided to shelve it since we didn't think there was enough room for two such games. Hawken fell by the wayside several years ago. In August 2020, Cyberstrike 3 resurfaced a new game, Galahad 23. No philosophy to combine the best parts of simulation-based mech shooters and modern hero shooters. To make that happen, Galahad 3093 mixes highly customized working war machines with pilots based on characters from the Arthurian legend, each of whom has unique passive active abilities. Arthur can call down catastrophic orbital strikes, for instance, while Gwen can drop an imperial dome shield and Mordred can teleport. Some combination also fits, but there are no limitation on who can pilot what. If you want to put a stealth focused pilot, okay, cool. Mechs are available for classes, light, medium, heavy, and super heavy. All of them can mount the basic same weaponry. Difference lie in speed, armor, and optional gadgets can be used to enhance the mechs in various ways. The bigger the machine, the more gadgets it can take. Even at this relatively early stage, class separation is significant enough that they are all viable. Meaning the gameplay isn't simply a race to the biggest and heaviest machines. The light class, for instance, is devastating up-close fighter, especially when tuned for speed and stealth, as long as you didn't call it short of fuel or an escape route. As an oldster who neither has reflexes nor precision to land headshots with regularity, I particularly enjoy about is the Galahad 9393 is an inherent survivability of mechs means getting into trouble doesn't necessarily mean a quick death. So they are envisioning highly mechs. Mechs are highly mobile with vertical environments. Since they are giant hunks of metal, you get a higher time to kill than most shooters. No headshots here. While still having a control scheme that's familiar to any FPS player. They still haven't told me like if this is fully focused on PvP or if this is like going to have a PvE element to it. And I think if you're this far into development, you're going to have that. Am I wrong? What was that? So I don't know. It's just
looking like it's gonna be a fully PvP focused game, possibly.
That's the thing. It's up to, so I don't know. And it's scheduled to start at 8 p.m. March 29th and goes until it only goes for 9 days. So it's only around for 9 days. Let's see what the Steam page says. Action shooter, FPS, hero shooter, mechs. But when everything I'm saying is that fight as a team or die alone. So yeah, it's definitely a PvP game. So it looks cool, but it probably won't be something I really put time into. I'm not into PvP. Oh yeah, look at that. Online PvP. There you go. Thank you. I don't know why they couldn't say that in the freaking article. But otherwise, that's cool. So if you're into PvP games and you're into mechs, check out Galahad, guys. Looks pretty dope. You can sign up for the beta, I think, from this address. I think that'll work if I do this. Boom. There you go. Oh, it's the same thing. Never mind. But right here, request access to it. You can go ahead and play the game. At least get into the beta, which starts tomorrow at, what'd they say, 9 p.m. East, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and it runs for about a week. More than a week. So about 9 days it's going to run for, almost a week and a half. So check it out if you're into PvP gaming and into customizing mechs and whatnot. I'm still waiting for a mech game like Mech Warrior 2. That was my favorite mech game, dude. It was like one of the best.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen one yet.
Like there's definitely quite a bit of mech games that I really enjoyed, but I think the most overall best experience that I've had with the mech game, like how I mentioned beforehand, was Chrome Hounds. And I would say as well, alongside that, would probably have to be the original Armored Core games.
Back on the PS2, or was that PS1?
PS1 and PS2.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really play. I didn't play them until PS2. And I enjoyed them thoroughly. They were a lot of fun. The Armored Core games. I would love to see like a remake of those because they were really good mech games. They were a lot of fun to play.
Indeed.
So, but again, if you're into it, go ahead.
I was saying I really enjoyed doing the PvP aspect on that, like on split screen against a friend.
Yeah, remember couch co-op and couch PvP? That was interesting. Now we have across the world
online everything.
PvP. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was nuts. It was nuts. But yeah, very cool. So if you're into it, check it out. The links are in. I'll leave all the links in the description on Anchor so they get pushed down to like iTunes and all that stuff, so you can link there, and I'll also leave it in the YouTube description so you can click it and check it out. So I'm gonna skip the second one right here. We're gonna jump into this right now because we could talk all day about Nioh. So let's jump into there's a new ARPG coming out that is called Dark Alliance, and I have to wonder if this is actually a remake to a Dark Alliance, the old Dark Alliance, the Boulder Gates Dark Alliance. This is Dragon's Dogma with Dragon's Dogma. This is Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. And Baldur's
I mean,
Gate was right. It's right. I'm right, right?
Yeah, you're right. Baldur's Gate is from Dungeons and Dragons, so
Right.
I'm pretty sure this is like a full-on reboot of Dark Alliance itself because of how popular it was at one point.
This game looks great though. Let's watch the stuff here. I don't know if there's real music in this. I think we're fine.
They call us snacks. So when those bastards come to claim your world, send their ass to hell.
Was that Ozzy? Can't play that, sorry. But it looks dope. I like that it's third player co-op. A third person co-op. I have to wonder if it's kind of like Warhammer. What the hell was that game called? Vermintide. If it's kind of like that, or if it's more of like an actual RPG type game.
I think it would be more of like a RPG type game.
It looks awesome. That comes out. So I love here. So I have to pause it here because they list this, and they're pushing it for the PS5 and PS4, but it's also coming to Steam this day as well. I don't believe there's any crossplay as far as I can tell, but there is. It is coming to Steam on 6/22 as well. Where the hell is it? There it is. $40 game coming June 22nd. And it's also on Steam. So that's cool. If you don't want to get it on PS4 and PS5, you can grab it on the PC. So I'll link that down below too. So
actually, you know what? I think this might be a full-on reboot because I'm looking at like the original case and stuff, and I'm looking at the way that the letters and stuff are for Dark Alliance. It definitely looks awfully familiar in a way.
yeah, my buddy Mike was playing. He sent me a video of it. I was like, "What are you playing?" He goes, "Dark Alliance." I'm like, "Is that?" I was like, "Wait, the Dark Alliance, like this one?" He was like, "Oh shit, is that a reboot?" I'm like, "I think so."
Dude, once you showed me that like yesterday, I was like, "What?" I didn't even like know that was that was actually a thing coming out.
Yeah, it looks cool. So I'm excited for it. I guess I'll see how it comes out. I'm usually careful with like Wizard of the Coast games because they look great and then they end up falling really short. So we'll see what happens when it releases. I'm not gonna grab it right away. I have it on my I don't have it on my wish list. I have my wish list, but if I don't lose track of it. Hello, add to my wish list. There we go. Just so I can go ahead and just kind of like keep track of everything. But yeah, looks cool. So if you're into like ARPGs and co-op ARPGs in the Dungeons and Dragons world, check out Dark Alliance, PS4, PS5, and PC, June 22nd. Very cool. I do want to talk about this more though as we get more information about like different heroes and whatnot. I do want to bring this more to the podcast so we can talk about it and definitely delve into it. That'd be cool.
It's definitely gonna be a day one purchase for me.
Yeah,
I'm picking that up. Yeah, I enjoy games like that, especially when you're gonna be able to play online with friends and stuff.
that's true. I'm just worried about buying it and it's not gonna be as great as I want it to be. But I'm trying to bring my expectations down for gaming because they have to be brought down because lately gaming has just been bad. Just publishers rushing devs to release games, and they're games that will be awesome end up being not awesome because greedy people. So your expectations are up here for a game, and then that they brought down like a notch because of what's actually gonna happen. But I don't know, I might buy it whenever it first releases. I need a new like third person action RPG like this. It'll be cool. So I don't know. I'll probably grab it for PC. Well, I don't really pay. My PS4 has so much dust on it. I think I see bunnies hopping around so much. It's not bad. So So the last topic we have is Nioh 2. Guys, I have to, guys, we have to talk about this game. We just have to listen. If there is a game that's out there that is absolutely just amazing, and if you are looking for anything like terms of like the like Dark Souls, or you're just bored of Dark Souls and you need something you know, more I guess faster, or in turn, or you're waiting for like Ninja Gaiden to come out and you want the fast-paced Ninja Gaiden combat, Nioh 2, man. And if you want the raging of like Dark Souls, Nioh 2. And if you want the looting like Diablo 2, Nioh 2. Like, there is so much to this game. It's absolutely ridiculous. It was on PS4 for like a year, and then it got released over to Steam February 5th. I've dropped like 287 hours into this game in a little over a month. That's how much I am loving this game. It's just so good. And then they remastered it for the PS5. So this game does extremely well. And I have to say, like, I've played Sekiro, I've played Code Vein, I've played a lot of the Dark Souls. I honestly think it's like the best one out there. Like, it's just in terms of combat, in terms, the story is actually fun. The character customization is ridiculous. It goes pretty in depth. It's pretty deep. You can make your own like character. Like, I try making my character look like a crazy ass Super Saiyan. And it actually does look pretty cool. You got like the cool blue hair, and it stands up when you go into yokai shift mode. It's just ridiculous, this game. I highly recommend this game for anyone who's like a fan of Souls. And if you just need a change of pace and kind of like action RPGs, Nioh 2 does it so well. It's one of the best out there. It really is. I can't even talk about it enough. It's so good. I think the best part is with Nioh 2 is the builds. Like, the builds get ridiculous. And I like ARPGs specifically for builds. I know Fate stepped away, but for the builds, like, I tell you, like, the builds inside of ARPGs are just so much fun. Where how deep and customizing your character, not only with the way they look, but specifically how your playstyle is. And you can really stand out in this game. Like, I remember Nioh 1 near end game, it was just ridiculous in terms of just cheesing the game with the living weapon. You could just cheese a game completely with living weapon and just beat every single freaking boss consistently, easily with living weapon. This game, you can cheese this game. Like, you can make a build called a Fuma Ninjutsu build, which is just spamming shurikens and ninja stars or kunai, shurikens and kunais at bad guys, and it can really break the game. So there is stuff like that still cheesing, but any game like this, you have cheese builds. But if you don't go the cheese route, this game's actually pretty difficult. I'm on New Game Plus right now, and the builds are just outstanding. From magic builds to ninjutsu build to full blown just melee builds. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend checking it out. I wish they had a demo for this, because it's so worth checking out, and there isn't. I don't even know if it's on Game Pass. I don't think it's on Game Pass. It'd be great if it was on Game Pass. Welcome back, dude. Thank you. I wish it was on Game Pass, dude. Like, this game needs to be on Game Pass. You know,
I'm gonna be honest. I was really skeptical about it at first before before you actually got it for me, because I was so into Nioh 1. And I didn't know that it was, gonna be that good of a game from when I played it.
Oh, dude,
it's really good. It is really good.
It surpasses Nioh 1 for me. Like, Nioh 1 was a great game. I can't say that it wasn't, but oh God, I don't want to turn off my ad blocker. I like my ad blocker, but okay, for you guys, I actually like Eurogamer, so I will turn off my ad blocker. I don't know if Nioh 2's on here though. I wish it was, because it needs to be on here, guys. It needs to be, and everyone needs. If you're a Souls fan, I highly 110% recommend this game. It's not there, dude. Damn. Unfortunately. You know why? It wouldn't be on Game Pass. It's not on Xbox. I'm being ridiculous. It's not on Xbox at all. It's only PS4, PS5, and PC. It's that type of exclusive. So
if you got the PS5 though, you can get it all in a bundle.
That's true. Yep, you can get the remastered version, Nioh 1 and Nioh 2, completely the remastered version for PS5. No, you do not need to play Nioh 1 to play Nioh 2. The stories do intertwine. Nioh 2 is a prequel to Nioh 1, but you don't need to play Nioh 1 to understand Nioh 2. It kind of like gives you a background of what's going on and ties, and as you get to the end of the game, you meet characters from the first one and it all ties everything together, but you don't need to play it. The story is actually decent if you actually do follow it. The lore is awesome. I love the lore of Nioh 2 because kind of like Assassin's Creed, it takes a actual era that really happened. Like in Nioh 2, you're in the Sengoku era, and you're actually following like historical timelines that actually happened during civil wars, the warlordism of Japan, and then they actually take like real historical characters and put a big spin on them. And then they throw in the yokai Japanese folklore, which are the Japanese demons, and some people, when people die in Japanese with like grudges or things like that, they come back at these certain things, like Splinter who farts on you. He was actually a monk who died with a grudge, I believe, and came back as a rat type yokai, who now just when he attacks, when he does his like a burst attack, he legit attacks you, scratches the shit out of you, jumps on you, sits on your face, and farts. I'm like, really, Teen Ninja? But it's I highly recommend this game, guys. Like I recommend it 110%. Play it. It's well worth the free. How much was it? $40? It's well worth the $40. It's well worth the $40 like 10 times over. Like I'd pay $400. No, I wouldn't pay $400. But I'm thinking about doing a little bit of a giveaway of this game, possibly in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. I think there is a giveaway coming for this. I'm probably gonna give away 2 copies. It's really good. Lots of hidden stuff you can do. Lots of build variety. The boss fights are absolutely ridiculously over the top. The combat's over the top. It's so much fun. The music, the sound effects, magic. I'm in love with the game. So, but yeah, so stay tuned definitely for a Nioh 2 giveaway. You're gonna see definitely 2 of those, for sure. But that's it. I mean, we got like 10 minutes left, so I don't know. That's all the stuff we had in our show notes. I think we had some good discussions. I guess I'll repeat the question of the week. Do you think that no, not do you think? Do you feel that having a Stream Deck, an Elgato Stream Deck, is better than having other like third-party software like Touch Portal? I'll list some other ones down there. But do you think Stream Deck is the best, or are there other ones that you find more useful? And if you don't know about them, we'll leave some links so you can check them out. And maybe instead of actually buying a Elgato, you can use those instead. But the question is, do you find the Elgato Stream Deck to be useful, or do you use a third-party piece of software that does the same exact thing that's, well, free? I don't know. That's all I got, man. You got anything else? Fate? Those are all the show notes I had. Anything else you want to just like bring up off the cuff? Anything you've seen out there in the gaming world?
Not at the moment that I've been keeping up with. News has been kind of slow this week.
Yeah, it was coming out like fire last week. I was like, boom, boom, boom. Well, especially with Bethesda, that was crazy. I was finally like all done.
Oh wait, hang on. What was that one thing I sent you? 1 second. Oh yeah. Let me. Hang on. Gotta move this over here real quick. Oh yeah. The Series X's the Xbox Series X is gonna be having an auto HDR feature, which is coming to PC as well, which is improving the visual experience of over 1,000 games.
Wow. That's pretty freaking cool. I like
I
that.
thought that was really cool. Because it's not just for Xbox, but it's also moving over to PC as well.
Wow. So is that games like on Game Pass, or how are they doing that? Is that, I guess, it's gonna be built into Windows then, or how are they doing that?
I think it's probably going to be going along with the Game Pass aspect
Okay.
of it.
Gotcha. That's cool. I mean, that's pretty neat. Auto HDR, I'll take it. That's very neat. I guess it kind of like upscales when it can, if it sees something and your resources allow it, I guess. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Very neat.
That was pretty interesting.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for tonight, guys. It's been a fun podcast. We thank you, everyone, for showing up. I think we're going to hang and play some Outriders. Possibly. But I'm going to run to the restroom really quick before that. But we are going to sign off here. Fate, where can everyone find you?
Everyone can find me on Twitter at iDoctorfate. And I am currently streaming on glimish.tv/iDoctorfate.
Awesome. Definitely check out Glimish. It's an up-and-coming streaming website. They're in their 3rd week of alpha, I believe, and it's just been absolute nothing but great and positive feedback from a lot of the streamers who were there. It's looking good. I've streamed there a few times myself, and it's very smooth. The community is great. If you remember Mixer, it definitely has that Mixer feel, so definitely check it out. Glimish.tv, and check out my man over there, glimish.tv/iDoctorFate. I'm Riven Brodragon. You can find me on Twitter at Riven Brodragon. You can find me everywhere at Riven Brodragon. And then I'm on Twitch here, twitch.tv/Riven Brodragon. So, guys, we appreciate you all coming in and hanging out. It's always a blast on Thursdays doing this podcast. Looking forward to hitting our 40th episode very soon. That's exciting. We got to do something exciting for it. I think that's like, or maybe we'll do something exciting for a 50th, because we're halfway to 100. So we'll do like a fun giveaway or something for our 50th podcast. So stay tuned for that. But guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and we're gonna get out of here.
Take care, everyone. Oh, I totally agree, man. Just as always,